garden.
Give. Come here. Gotta give. To you too.
Welcome to another vlog. We're starting a different prop. We're still in a holding pattern on that one. I'm waiting for the solenoids to get in, and Sue-Ann's got to finish the costume. And I literally just uploaded the build vlog for that earlier today. Now what we're getting started on is the replacement prop for Clifford, which is way bigger. As you can see, I got string laid out. I've got 8 wall panels out. I've got them set up in a corner configuration. This is going to be a corner prop just like Clifford was. The Clifford came out about 4 feet usually with his platform to get him into the corner. This prop is going to take out 8 feet. Each of those panels is 2 foot, and I got 4 there and 4 there, so there's 8. Now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to describe it, is we're going to do a platform, a triangular platform. It's going to come out 8 feet from the corner and run diagonally across. It's going to sit up about 36 inches off the ground, and I'm going to be doing some work with the tank that the cage for the circus cage was around. And we're going to put that down underneath. Then we're going to run plywood at the 36-inch mark all the way back to the corner. I'm going to do a wall panel here, and a wall panel here, and we're going to carve and foam a circular sewer pipe, for which in the back is going to be a projector screen. And we're going to have a projector sitting back there in the corner shooting out eerie eyes. You know, so it'll be like, it'll look like the circus pipe has a giant eyeballs and sorted eyes out of it. Now with that there, it's going to leave me a little platform going from its wall here to here. So I've got, and if you can see it over there in the pile, the white thing, these are 25 to 30 gallon plastic drums. And I am going to take, and I'm going to put those on the corner. We'll stencil on radioactive, toxic waste, or something like that on them. And I'll cut a hole out in the back. We'll put a green light in there. I might put a green flickering flood in there. And we'll put them in there. And I want to plumb it for fog. And the fog machine will sit back by the projector. And we're also going to, since this is in the water room, rig it up with water in some fashion. Haven't gotten to that point yet on it. Basically, today's Thursday. I don't have much more time to be messing out here, so I'm not going to start any of the actual building. Today's a planning stage. What I'm doing right now, I got this set up, got things kind of laid out. I can get my measurements, get a parts list together so I know how many sheets of plywood I'm going to need, how many 2x2s. I've got some foam in the shop that I can use if I need to, what have you. And we'll just go from there. And, so, you know, get this all kind of drawn out, and then Monday when I get back into town, get most of our errands done, I can go down and hit Home Depot, pick up all the wood I need, and then we can start getting the framing aspect of this project done. Well, it's Monday for me. It's been 3 days since we laid out the prop, and we've spent the morning doing our regular Monday errands. And it's afternoon now, about almost 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And we've made some progress on the prop. One of our errands was Home Depot, and I picked up all the lumber that I needed to get started on the prop. And I've went and laid out the underside, which is all 2x2. There's one beam that goes all the way to the corner, and then from that corner all the way out, and I did 2 diagonal ones going across to act as supports. And we just got done getting the plywood on the decking. Now, the next thing I've got to do, using the maps I got laid out, is I got to measure across here and get laid out for where the wall panels go in the back here for the sewer panel that runs from the front to the back. And that's going to be fun. But we're getting ready to start on that. Once I can get laid out and get my measurements and stuff, we'll start framing in the upper half of it. I don't know how far I'll get, but we're going to keep plugging away on it. I want to try to get as far as I can and hopefully get all the framing done today. Well, we didn't do too bad today. I did the perfect job in here. Shop's a mess again. Nothing new. Out here, Joanne's been working on the jack in the box, working on the costume. We had another test fitting today. She got the bulk of the costume done. Still got some detailing and stuff to do. But me, I've been working out here. I got all the framing done. We got the base done. We got the platform done, and we got the risers up for the most part. I've been cutting foam and Luan, and I've got it glued on here. It'll be dry by morning. I got to this part here. This is my last piece to do, and this slot here ran out of Gorilla Glue, so can't go any further until tomorrow morning. I'm being forced to stop, but get back from the store, getting Gorilla Glue. We'll get this piece on here to dry, and then I've got the plywood pieces here cut. They're ready for mounting too, so we'll probably mess around with that a little bit tomorrow, and we're probably going to get into cutting the tank and stuff and getting that done. I'm trying to get everything laid out before I start carving, cutting holes, what have you. Well, prefab work is officially done, and it's dinner time, and I'm not going to push it tonight, though I should, because I don't have that much time. But we're going to call it quits. We got the back done. I still need to get the hole in that cut, and I'll do that when I go to carve the foam. Projector will be sitting here, and I need to make a platform for the projector to sit up on. And I have a hole somewhere in the flooring for a pipe I need to put in to funnel the fog. I'm putting a fog machine in on this. But the back side, as far as I can go for now. Then we get around over here to the front, and Kaylee's trying to help. The whole upper part is getting carved. That's all got to come off, go in and get carved. The tanks on the bottom here on both sides, we decided we're just going to paint them gray or black or something so the tubs stick out. And this is going in the black light room. That will get you a better look. But there we go. 2 days work, not too bad. Now, name for the prop, the video pumping station, since it is going to have a video playing in the center there, if and when I ever get the hole cut out. Well, last night I closed up about 7 o'clock, called it quits, went in and had dinner, and I figured I'm just going to relax for a change. About 9 o'clock, I got the itch. I wanted to keep working on the project. So last night I came out, and as you can see, prop has been dismantled. I was out here for about an hour tearing everything down, which means my shop is officially a disaster area. I got the whole prop in here in pieces except for the framing, which is stacked up over there. Don't need that in the shop for the next stage. Now, today's work, I've got to go through here, and like these I glued up yesterday, I've got to come in and get all the screws and the washers out of them so I can get the pattern and stuff sketched on them. I need to get the tanks off and stuff so we can do the painting. I don't want to get paint on the tanks. And then some of the pieces, like this is one of the bases, I have a cleat on the other side. I've got screws sticking out, so I gotta go through and grind the screws off. And I think that's gonna be our first hurdle for the day. Is we're gonna go through and get the grinder out and grind off all the screw heads sticking out and deal with all the screws. Well, got my screw problem taken care of. That everything's been grinded. So that stuff there is all ready for layout. I had one other job to do, and that was this here. I had a 30-inch hole I needed to cut out. That's where the video screen is going to be at. To get my hole, I simply I figured out what width I wanted, which was 30 inches. Divided it in half, found the center, so it's 15 from here, the outside edge, all the way around. Then, to get a fairly straight hole, or even hole, I went and made myself, oh here, we'll put them down on the table, a poor man's caliper. And basically I found 2 sticks, cut them to the same length, put a screw through it with a clamp on there so I can lock them into place, then tape the pencil on the end of it, and that simply set this inside corner to the tip of the pencil 15 inches. And then put the inside edge of that one on the dot and this one over here on the edge and just round in a circle. Got my circle. Now I just cut it out. Simple and easy. Thought I'd show you that. But the next task on the project is I got to sit down with a pen and ruler, or pencil and ruler, and I got to go through and start laying out my pattern that I need to carve. Well, we made some progress yesterday. We got out here and we got the patterns drawn on all the pieces, and there's the front one. We got the hole cut out. Today I've been pretty busy. We had errands to do, and I had chores around here that I've been putting off the last couple of weeks so I could work on projects. I spent most of the day doing chores. Plan for today was to get out here and get all the panels carved and heat treated. So Monday, and today's Thursday by the way, we go out of town tomorrow. But anyway, so Monday we can just jump in and start on the paint and get this project finished up next week. Ain't gonna happen. I've got a crap ton of work-related stuff I need to do. It's 8 o'clock. I can't stay out here any longer. I need to get in the house. We did get the Tieton runoff and the Knob Hill runoff. Those are the ones that sit up next to the hole. They have the small tanks. And the side pieces done. We got started on this one. I just got done finishing getting the grout lines cut. Monday when we get back, I'll get in here, do the face of brick, give it a light sanding, put it over there. And then we'll have both this one and that one to carve, which will be Monday. Heat treating, that'll take probably about an hour, if that, to do that. So we should be into paint on Monday at some point, at least getting the primer coat on everything. All the foam, all the plywood, and everything's going to get a good healthy coat of white, and then we'll go back through and we'll start adding colors and stuff to it. And hopefully by the end of the week we'll get all the paint done, and I can do a test fit up, and then the following week tear it down, put it away until it's ready to go in the hunt. As far as foam carving, if you're watching this, you're interested in the foam carving, go to my main page on YouTube, scroll down, I got a bunch of different playlists. I've got one playlist dedicated strictly to foam carving, and I cover layout and bits and Dremels and different little techniques for some of the different wall panels. Each set of wall panels I've done has used different, basically the same techniques, but with a few new twists. Anywhere from using a rectangular sanding block to a round sanding block to what have you. But if you're interested, you can follow that. Well, before I forget again, I figure I better grab a camera and give you a snippet of what we did. It's Tuesday. I was out here yesterday, made quite a bit of progress. with errands. We had a lot of miscellaneous stuff crop up. I ended up pulling a late night. It was a little after 10 o'clock by the time I got done out here last night. But I think I'd show you what we got done yesterday before we got started into today. And we basically got out here and we've got all the panels carved that need carving. We heat treated it, and I got a primer coat of white on it, on everything, even the plywood. Got a base coat of white. Didn't do the plastic. Those aren't going to be getting primers. But today's project, I've got a couple of different side projects I had to do, but for this project, today we're going to get in here and start getting some of the colors shot. On the plywood, these cleats here are for the part of the plastic tanks. This middle part here will stay white, but the outside edges will be getting black. Same thing with that piece, that piece. Oh, I got another piece over there. The outside area will be getting black because that'll be viewable by the public. And I want it white in the center so the light will reflect. On the foam, we've got to get in here and get the fluorescent green, hopefully, sprayed in on the damaged areas. We've got to get the grout sprayed on as well, which is going to be a gray. And then if we're lucky enough today, we'll get in here and actually get the face of the brick painted too. So that's kind of what's on the docket today. I've also been picking up the last couple of weeks some various haunt supplies. This one I got about a week ago. It's got regulators and air fittings and stuff, most of which go to the Jack-in-the-Box clown, which Suan's still finishing the costume up on. But they need to be assembled today so I can test the air portion of that prop. I also picked up some hinges and some twine, which we'll be using for the corn. And I've got a crap ton of stuff out in the cart we picked up yesterday. I think we spent just over $600 down at Home Depot yesterday picking up just basic haunt supplies. And a lot of it is not stuff I buy every year. You know, I buy it in bulk usually, and it lasts me a couple of years. Well, this year I was out on a lot of stuff, so we had to restock. So, but anyway, I've got to get the truck unloaded, mess with the air components for the Jack-in-the-Box, and then we're going to get into painting. That's what's on our docket for today. Well, as I shoot this segment, it is August 29th. Yesterday, August 28th. Sorry, trying to turn the light off here. There we go. Yesterday, August 28th, if you were paying attention to my YouTube channel or my Haunted Tents Facebook page, you will have noticed I uploaded the reveal video for the circus cage Jack-in-the-Box. So other than a few tweaks and stuff that we still need to do with it, which we won't do until we get it out in the haunt, that project is done and has been put away, which freed up the patio. So we've got the framework for the pump house or video pump station up. Didn't do much with the frame, but we did get in here and we, you know, got some black showing. Any place anyone is going to see on the plywood has been painted black. The white areas are going to be where the tubs sit, and I wanted that so it will help reflect light a little bit. So we've gotten that done today. Took a while to set that thing up. Ran into a snag with it when I originally designed it and set it up. I was out on the grass. The grass isn't even. When I tried to set it up out here in the patio on an even surface, things weren't quite fitting right for some strange reason. So it took me a while to get that set up. Now, as far as the skins in here, we've got the grout line sprayed, we've got the damaged areas with the fluorescent green, and I just got done doing the brickwork. So we got those done, as well as that one. And I just finished doing the brick on that one. I still need to come in on this panel and we're going to do a different shade of gray for around the opening, and I'll probably do the dark gray for the grout lines on it. We'll also use a light gray up on Tieton runoff and Nob Hill runoff plaques. As for the plaster here, and those look like a mess. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera or not. I need to go over and recoat those with white. But it's all small work now, work that's not going to take all that long. I'm going on about 8:30. I'm going to stay out here and push it. I want to try to at least get the white done today if I can. And then tomorrow, being Thursday, we've got errands and loading for being out of town over the weekend. We'll get out here, finish off whatever work we've got, still have left to do on the paint. And then we'll get these plaques installed out on the frame. And then it'll be time to turn my attention to the tubs. I've got some work on them I need to do yet, and then we can get them installed. Well, we've got some progress made. Quite a bit of progress. Foam carving and the painting on this part of the prop is done. We've got Nob Hill runoff there and Tieton runoff here. And these are both names of streets in my city. You notice I don't have the tanks up yet. I got the two small ones that go here and over there, and the two big ones. Those are my next project. I need to get them cleaned up and lay out the graphics on them. And I got them right here. But I need to give them a good wipe down and figure out what I'm going to put on there. I want to put some sort of warning, hazardous waste, toxic waste, something along that lines on. Hey guys, itchy nose, sorry. It's Monday evening. Got home last night and I came out and spent about 2 hours out here in the shop. And we went and got the yellow painted on, the signs. And I came out today using my stencils, and we got the black on. They've been drying, since about 4 o'clock. And they're just about dry. So we've made some progress on that. Now, the other thing we've been doing, you notice I got a pipe sticking out there, and there's another pipe underneath the lip you might be able to see. But what I ended up doing was the fog machine. We got the fog machine where I need it placed, and we got it plumbed. I'll give you a shot underneath. I literally just got done plumbing the fog. Let's see. You can see there where it comes down from the fog machine. It goes over up to here to a T, and then goes that way and that way out to those fittings. And it works. And we'll do this and this and that, and it's in a cool down phase. It figures. But the fog does work, so that's another aspect done. Before I can bring the tubs over and install them, my next one is I got to play around with the lighting. And I went and got some of my floods. These are flickering green, flicker green floods. Sue-Ann suggested having inside the tubs the illusion of something moving. And I got to thinking flickering green might work. Problem is I have no idea how many of these flickering greens it's going to take to illuminate the bucket. So it's something I'm going to have to kind of play with. Plug 2 of them in, put the thing up there. If it's too bright, take one out. If it's not enough, what I might do is just do one flickering green and then do a solid green, because the solid green is a little bit more brighter than the flickering green. So I might do that. I've got to do that with each section as I put it on. And I'm getting ready to do that now. Oh, fogger's done and it's cool down mode. So we'll hit the button, and we got fog coming out there, and we got fog coming out there, so that'll work. And the idea is, once I get the plastic covering on, it will hit the bottom of the cover and go out the bottom toward the water and look like it's coming out. Well, there we go. Lights are installed, and as you can see underneath there on the bottom, I've got the foggers working about where I want them. Wind's blowing, so it's blowing the fog. Left to do on here, in between the two bottom tanks, I still need to get Morgan's fountain attached. And I need to get the screen in and build a small platform for the projector, which, as I've said before, goes in that back corner, which you cannot see. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it quits. Yeah, I got my headlamp on. If you can tell, I'm not even sure if I'm in shadow, if you can see me. But I'm going to call this vlog closed now. I'm going to get the work finished up on this, and then I'm going to do, before I call it quits tonight, I'll do a quickie reveal vlog with the projector and stuff going and Morgan's fountain attached. Probably it'll be under a minute long, so it'll be a real quick reveal. I will not have the water hooked up. Morgan's fountain does take water, and I will not have that hooked up until it's in the actually in the haunt and the ponds are in. So for now, this is it. Stay spooky, stay toxic.